Alright, here we go. Kai Havertz is today the day where we announce him. Lots of conspiracy theories going around. You know, there's no pictures of him in the Bayer Leverkusen training ground. You know how Bayer Leverkusen admin team in football Twitter always tweets about Kai Havertz, so there's no pictures of Kai Havertz. Apparently there's also conspiracy theories that a private jet from Germany has landed nearby Cobham, and he's apparently signing up all the paperwork. And Chelsea football Twitter admin account has removed the pinned tweet. So are they shaping up for a big announcement today? Stay tuned for the whole video. Hey guys, welcome back to the other side of the coin. Big news to talk about, but I want to focus on three main news today. First of all, the Kai Havertz news. The Kai Havertz update that's just been going on forever and ever. I did post a video last week saying that, you know, it's literally days away. And honestly, it is. Now there's been talks that it's probably going to get announced today. So stay tuned for that. There's some wild theories that's been going around. Apparently there was a private jet that's left from Germany to a particular airport close to Cobham where all the private jets stop, and there's been some theories where some of the fans have been saying that that's the plane where Kai Havertz has come from, and apparently, you know, just finalizing all the deals. And, you know, Bayer Leverkusen, their main admin group, their main admin page in social media, especially in football Twitter, generally posts a lot of Kai Havertz stuff. And yesterday's training for Bayer Leverkusen, there was no picture of Kai Havertz, and many believe that he wasn't there. He was absent from the training, and that's because he's signing for Chelsea. So as I said, lots of rumors flying around, lots of theories, and the last theory is that Chelsea's main, the Twitter page, the admin has just removed the pinned tweet, which was, I believe, Thiago Silva's tweet, and that's been removed. And that could be because Kai Havertz's announcement is going to be made very soon. So stay tuned for that. That could be today. You know, this particular news, look, it's been done from a very long time. A lot of the key journalists have said it many times over the last week and a bit, and I've made a video last week saying that this deal is done, and many of the journalists, top journalists, have come around and said that this deal has been done and dusted for about a week or so now. It's just a matter of finding the right time to announce, and it could be today, as I said. So look out for that. Next up, who I want to talk about is Edouard Mendy, who is touted to be the next Chelsea goalkeeper. There's a lot of talks that's happening at the moment about Edouard Mendy, who's a 28-year-old goalkeeper from Rennes. Look, I don't know too much about Edouard Mendy. I had to do a little bit of research. I've not really watched any of his matches, but from what I can see in the stats and some of his pictures, he looks like a monster of a keeper. He's a 197 centimeter tall goalkeeper. His hands are like, honestly, they look like stretched hands. But yeah, he's played 24 League matches last season, 19 goals conceded, 9 clean sheets, 78.4% save percentage, which is phenomenal, way ahead of Kepa, and 10.2% crosses that he collects, and 0 errors leading to goals. So I think we have put down a 20 million euros bid for this particular player, and you know, there's a lot of news that's been going around that we've put in a second offer for this particular player. So we've actually been interested in him for a little while. We've now put in a second offer. Seems like, you know, all the rumors around Onana is slowly dying down. Whether it happens or not, I'm not really sure. But this particular keeper, I think is, you know, for the amount of money, I think it's a pretty good opportunity to have. Even if Kepa stays, he could be a good backup goalkeeper, and you know, Caballero becomes the third choice. In regards to this whole goalkeeper situation, I did mention something, you know, in another podcast, in the Blue Stain podcast. Do check it out. That if we do keep Kepa, I'm just, you know, playing devil's advocate here. That I don't know if it's going to be entirely bad anymore, knowing that we've fixed our left back situation, we've fixed, centre back with getting Thiago Silva, and hopefully that defense looks a lot more solid, and maybe Kepa might not look that bad this season if he has that solid backline in front of him. So, you know, just a bit of food for thought that it may not be that bad if we still end up keeping Kepa. Look, I think, there's some comments that's come out recently from Peter Cech saying he's actually acknowledged the fact that Kepa's had a bad season, and that I suppose he was sort of giving an indication that they will be looking for another keeper. He's not hiding the fact that Kepa's had a bad season. So moving on to the next topic, which is the whole topic around Kante. Now there's some information coming out from Inter Milan that Inter's put in an offer for Kante, and it's been rejected by Chelsea. Now, this whole situation of Kante makes me think, and there's links between this and us going for Declan Rice. There's 100%, there should be no doubt, that's what I'm trying to say, is that we are going for Declan Rice. Frank's number one choice as a lone DM is Declan Rice. We're going to play the lone DM role, or even any sort of defensive midfield in a double pivot or whatnot. I think Frank wants Declan Rice badly. It's just a matter of negotiating with West Ham. Obviously, West Ham is not looking to sell this particular player. And, it's going to cost us a bit of money. And this negotiation could take a bit of time. But all these rumours around Kante leaving, there could be some validity around it. Look, I personally don't want Kante to leave. I still think Kante definitely has a major part to play for us. He's one of our best players. We've already seen it against Brighton in the friendly. He was the captain for the team. And, his energy, his power, his, ability to just run, that engine that he has is immense. And I would love to see someone like Kante pair up with Declan Rice in the middle with all the attacking players that we have with Ziyech, Kai Havertz, Timo Werner, Pulisic. I think they could do a lot of damage. And if they have that defensive stability with Declan Rice and Kante, I think that would be fantastic in a double pivot. The thing about Declan Rice is he can also play in centre back as well, as a variation, as a versatility. So, yeah, look out for this whole news around Kante leaving. I think Chelsea's really, I feel like they're entertaining this thought that they may sell Kante if it's the right price. They've rejected the bid, as I said, with Inter Milan. Inter Milan, we know Kante, he loves N'Golo Kante a lot. He's won the Premier League with us with that with Matic and N'Golo Kante pairing. So it's understandable why he's going for someone like N'Golo Kante. And from a Chelsea's point of view, taking aside the emotions from a fan, you look at Kante last season, he was so injury prone. And that could be a bit of issues with us bringing him back in too early, but he is going to be 30 soon. And it could be the time now to cash in and get that money and probably use that money for someone younger like Declan Rice. So look, as I said, I personally don't want him to go, but I can understand why Chelsea's probably entertaining this. So guys, let me know your thoughts around this whole thing. Do you think it's going to be Kai Havertz's announcement today? What do you think about Edouard Mendy from Rennes? And let me know your thoughts around the whole Kante and Declan Rice. Do you want Kante to go? Do you want Declan Rice to come in? Do you want to see both of them in Chelsea? I personally want to see both of them. So yeah, share your thoughts around the whole thing. If you've enjoyed this video, smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe and hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time.